Namaste everybody, welcome to this video. The subject is healing the inner child within. We will explore what inner child mind is, how to heal, and some takeaways and techniques for you to help you achieve peace and a sense of teamwork and empowerment within yourself. Welcome to this channel, welcome. And if you happen to enjoy and benefit this video, it will help me a lot if you subscribe to my channel and also share and like and turn on the like the videos and also turn on the notification bell. It will help me create more videos so I can make them available for more people. So my name is Sara, and I'm a student of yoga and energy healing. I've been a seeker of truth for over 25 years. My story started when I lost sight in my left eye, and the physicians and doctors were not able to do anything for me. The sight had gone permanently, and I was still an optimist, and I started meditating at the time. I remember that I was diagnosed with MS, also a mitral valve prolapse syndrome, and I really knew somehow within myself that there is something going on inside of me that's contributing to my illness. When I was meditating, it was an experience of focus, concentration, so therefore I started feeling a little bit less anxious each time that I would practice this meditation. I will make a video of that same meditation technique for you that you can also check the link down below and practice that with yourself, with me, by yourself every day if you have anything that's going on within you that you would like healing and peace about that area. So what is the inner child and how can you heal? And what are we talking about? What is the inner child? So the explanation goes like this. At the moment of conception, the fetus begins to get programmed at the conscious and subconscious levels of everyone around it. So otherwise the fetus picks up all that there is within people around it. When the child is born, the baby is born, and until 6 months of age, continues to get programmed like a sponge. So otherwise, every event, every person, everything, all the emotions and feelings, and leave a perception, a mark on the baby. In yoga practice, it's called the samskara, which are the grooves, the brain patterns. So, and then at age 6 months old, until ages between 6 and 9, the child, the person, is already fully programmed. And the belief system is our perception of life. What is life? Can I trust people? Is it okay to be me? Do I have to be perfect to be loved? Am I worthy? Am I lovable? Am I capable? All these beliefs, the perceptions of ourselves and the world, is already programmed and set in its place. Our samskaras, some of it that we bring back from past lives according to yoga system, everything is already set. So in a way, we go through life in an adult body as a 9-year-old mindset. And we wonder why these negative patterns continue to repeat in our lives. Why do we always pick the wrong partner? Why are we always charging up on our Visa cards? Why do we overeat? Why are we engaged in addictive behaviors like drinking and gambling and drugs and whatnot? Why do we hurt ourselves? Why are we so negative and judgmental towards ourselves? So all of those answers is because those questions are absolutely confusing. We're not sure where it all started. Why are we this way? Why do we behave this way? And so my explanation of that, based on my experience, and remember, I'm not a psychologist, I'm a yoga therapist, I am a Vedic counselor, I'm a energy worker, light worker, energy healer. I am certified in many, many, many different techniques like hypnotherapy. So I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I've been certified in tapping, which is emotional freedom technique, and on and on. But I'm not a clinician. Based on my experience, not only my own personal experience and the healing within me, but also working with my clients over 2 decades in private sessions. I've helped so many hundreds of people to create a profound healing shift in their own selves with their inner child mind. So why do I call it inner child mind? Some people call it the devil on their shoulder. Some people say they call it the devil inside, the shadow part of me, the dark part of me. Some people call it subconscious. Some people call it the wounded inner child, the traumatized part of me, ego, another word. And in Farsi, we call it the nafs. And so the inner child, when I explained how the child is born and is being programmed and so otherwise, the child is like a sponge. And just the child could be awake and looking right at you with their eyes open, but they're in the slowest brain waves. They're in a hypnotic state, delta brain waves, really slow. The brain waves when we're actually right about to go to sleep. It's just like, or when we are asleep. So the child is programmed. So when we are a child and our emotions are fully developed, and our feelings and our senses are so hyperactive and awake, and we feel everyone's emotions. We feel our own emotions so intensely. And yet, in a cognitive way, our minds, our brains are not developed enough in a cognitive way to understand why things are happening as they're doing. We are, as children, overwhelmed. And trauma is anything that happens that is unexpected to us. Anything that happens that we're not ready for, that is too much for us to handle, something that it's not nurturing to us, is considered a trauma. So a trauma happens quite frequently as a child, right? You can see it now. A child is so emotional, and it's so childlike, and it's so innocent, and it's so open and receptive, and it's so what you say, naive and unprotected. So when things happen, mom and dad are angry, someone shuts the door hard, somebody's not feeling good, somebody's not smiling. And when intense things happen that the child just doesn't understand, cannot handle the emotional intensity. So in that moment, as the belief systems are set, the child says to itself, it must be me. Because it doesn't understand why it's all happening, and idealizes his or her parents and the caretakers are, of course, without any fault. So the child thinks one of the 3 derivatives: I am not lovable, I am not worthy, good enough, or valuable, I cannot cope, right? So the child doesn't feel like it's coping, that it's able to cope with life, with anything that happens. And so all of these traumatic experiences happen, and our belief system is set. And when we're adults, that part of our mind, I call the inner child mind, our ego, is constantly wanting to keep us safe. So the mind will say to us, what are some of the things that the mind does? Criticizes us in a negative way. I mean, all criticism is negative. Judges us with others, judges us just because. Also compares us in a negative way. There's a part of our mind that continuously judges, criticizes, and compares us in a negative way. And so that part of our mind is always wanting to be perfect, so that gets the validation because it doesn't feel valued. So it wants to receive value from external sources, from other people, wanting to feel worthy and valuable by having the highest educational level, getting the job, living in the house that everybody will look up to and say, oh, he must be, she must be somebody really good and important. You know, external validation, as if value was a thing that we could pour in a cup and drink. And so the inner child mind healing is the ultimate foundation of our healing as species. When we can finally, at last, be able to make direct, conscious contact and connection with it, and to bring it into safety, and to flip, because all of our lives, the inner child has been running our life, our egos. All of our lives, we felt like we're not good enough. Who's setting the standards? And so we work very hard. We constantly criticize ourselves. So that inner child mind has been running our lives, has been running the show. And just a lot of different symptoms and side effects happen, and we're always in inner conflict. And so the ultimate healing, and this is the foundation of my work, I know that the inner child healing, whether trauma has happened when we were children or adults, but the spiritual healing through yogic practices, through yoga therapy and Vedic counseling, connecting through the principles and teachings, techniques that can be utilized for the person to contact the inner child and make a very, very conscious, connection, have a conversation, even I call it a conference, and so that the person can actually bring into consciousness what is being going on, and to flip this, to change it and turn it around, transform it through practices of tapas, what yogis call, to change and giving it heat and energy, and to release the patterns and turn it around, so that the adult part of you, the part of you that goes to work and makes money and is smart and wise and makes sound, positive choices that help your life, the part of you that has raised a family and held a job, and we utilize our adult mind, which is the forefront of our minds. Yogis call it the third eye. This is where we visualize our lives to be better. And so that part of our mind, then at that time when the inner child mind healing happens, which is a label. We have to call it something. We have to call it ego or subconscious. But I think when I call it the inner child mind, people get it. You get it, I get it, and we can heal it. And so this is the foundation of my work. And so without this couple of techniques to help yourself starting right now, this video will not be complete, right? So when you flip this, then you can actually educate your inner child mind emotionally in a very adult way, so that you can finally stop the fight and flight and freeze and stop the chase. You can relax and bring peace and to love on your inner child mind, because all it is just a scared, terrified, lonely, and frightened, exhausted little child that is so perfect, and it's starving for your love and protection and education. So it takes a couple of weeks to really flip and this process, and to really bring a deep healing into yourself. You call the shots if you're at it adamantly and you're consciously working on this, the conversations every day, and stay consistent with it. It won't take but just a few days, and then for the rest of your life you have a strong team within at that time. And so inner child mind is very, very persistent, very resistant, very determined, like a child, right? And also is very playful, creative, and fun, and all it wants to do is have fun and play. So that part of your mind is very valuable. We just need to bring it into harmony within ourselves. So the inner child mind is really the heart of all healing, according to my work and my life experience, my training. So let us now enjoy a guided meditation for you to be able to unite and to have a glimpse of your inner child mind, and so that you can love on it and talk with it and have your own team, and to relax at last and feel safe and protected. So already go ahead and take a nice inhale. By the way, if you are driving, you may want to stop this video and play this last part of the video when you get to a safe place. And so as you close your eyes, begin to sit up a little taller. And if you can, if you like to, you can do this meditation lying down on your back as well. So either way, find yourself a comfortable spot, and as you close your eyes, begin to visualize a very, very happy memory of when you were anywhere between ages 6 and 9. Maybe you were outside playing in the elements. Maybe you were just having a birthday cake or some happy, happy memory. I want you to show up at that memory as your adult self. Use your visualization to just show up with your own 6, 8, 9-year-old and smile at it and tell it that you are here to play and celebrate whatever is going on, that it is you, that it is him or her, all grown up. It is me, I am you, all grown up. And I'm here to make a direct connection and to meet you and to tell you how much I love you. And when you are there, put a big, beautiful golden ball of love around it, smiling at it so lovingly. Take a few deep breaths and tell it that you will come back as often as you can to have conversations and to play and to have a jolly time together. That you want to make this right and you want to stay very close to each other to learn your life lessons together. And as you look at your inner child, notice how perfect, how beautiful, how innocent and courageous it is. And tell him that, tell her that. You can whisper these words or mentally. You are beautiful. I'm sorry that I've never come back to rescue you until now. Please forgive me for being neglectful. Actually, there's nothing to forgive because I just didn't know how to come back. But I'm here now and I love you. Thank you for being a part of me. Take a deep breath and releasing. And now slip your palms together by your heart center and see if your inner child is smiling. Ask it if he wants to come into your heart. See if he wants to merge into you. It's a vision, a memory, but it's so real. Thank it for listening to you, for being a part of you. And now bring your right hand and put it over your heart center, the center of the chest. Put your left hand on top of it. Take a deep breath into your belly and release it with a sigh. Again, inhale. Exhale with a sigh. And then put your hands in meditation by your heart and thank yourself for doing this meditation, for your willingness, your openness, for the deep love that you have for the world, to make this world a better place so that you be better for the world. Thank yourself for your ability to concentrate, to be teachable and flexible. Take a deep breath. Exhale the breath. Gently open your eyes. Now, take your hands and tap the side of one of your hands and say these words with me to yourself and say, even though I know I want to and I need to heal my inner child mind, and I don't exactly understand the dynamics and the details, I am willing to do everything I can to help myself, to bring healing to this important part of me. I choose to allow my body and mind to create a profound healing shift. I am empowered. I am okay. I am good. I am capable. Tap the top of your head very, very, very lightly and then take a deep breath and release. Exhale and say, I am here now. Tap between the eyebrows, again, very lightly. And I am okay. Tap at the temples, outer corners of your eyes and say, I am choosing to relax and be focused on peace. Tap your cheeks under your eyes, very lightly, please. Inhale, exhale, you can do the tapping on your back or sit it upright. As you tap your cheeks, take a deep breath and release and say, I do have happy memories when I was playing outside in the elements. I am empowered. Tap under the nose and say, I have choices that allow me create safety and security within myself. Under your lower lip, I establish trust and faith in myself. I am good and capable. Collarbones, I am a blessing to the world. I have worked hard in my life to be here now. And then take another deep breath. Tap on your wrists. Just gently tap on one wrist. And then the wrist, back of the wrist. Second hand. And say, I think like an empowered person. Tap the top of the head. I am empowered. I am capable and I'm okay. And now everybody, let's stretch. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch if your shoulders are achy. Just stretch this way or hug yourself. And after you do a few shoulder rolls will be wonderful. And then as you bring your hands in meditation, I want to bring this video to a closure by reminding you that you are good, lovable, and capable just as you are. It's the inner child mind that tells you otherwise. It is time for you to receive the deepest healing within. Spiritual healing is about knowing our worth and value, feeling it, and to learn how to create love within yourself. You can heal any trauma, no doubt, absolutely without a shadow of doubt. Some people say, well, that trauma, that awful thing that happened, or many, many things that happened, they left a big mark on me and I can never heal. But that is not at all the truth. What I say is you are capable beyond measure. You are here. You survived it. I guarantee you have so much going on in your life that you're proud of. Your gifts and talents, anything can be healed. You can change the relationship that you have with them as you heal and work your inner world. So stay tuned for more videos. Ask your comments, say your questions, and or vice versa. Ask your questions and leave me feedback and comments. I will respond to each and every one of them. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Again, repeat the tapping and the meditation as often as you like or as often as you need. Definitely share this video with your loved ones so you have a better understanding of your own ego, your inner child mind, and so that you can claim your power. Share the video, subscribe to my channel, and please like the videos so that I may be able to create more videos for you, for people in the world. Namaste. Thank you so much again for joining me. Take the best care. Until next video. Bye-bye.